Starting in the name of Allah, the most merciful, mighty and gracious to all. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And welcome to the third lecture of inferential statistics. Now, whatever the theoretical portion we had already we have covered, now we are moving toward our first numerical portion, and that numerical portion is known as your sampling distribution. In this lecture, before starting the numerical portion, amali portion jita surta wai amali karjakam ne again apela, first of all we have to explain the sampling distribution, the concept of sampling distribution, that what is sampling distribution. And then in the upcoming lecture we will start the proper numerical portion of your sampling distribution. Dede lecture ke mung chide sampling distribution ya yo touch worko. Before starting the sampling distribution, whatever the theoretical concepts are important, first we have to discuss all those concepts. And that after that, upon the completion of this theory, we will move to the numerical approach of sampling distribution. It is our lecture number 3 regarding to inferential statistics. In this lecture, lecture number 3, we will cover total 3 or 4 topics. That you short one your overview there. Here we will discuss with replacement concept versus without replacement concept. Then we will discuss the sampling distribution. We will discuss the probability distribution, and then we will come to the main properties of your sampling distribution of mean. Now let's start from the first topic, that is with or without replacement sampling. What it is? Sampling schemes may be without replacement or with replacement. If you notice the word without replacement and with replacement, shortly it is sometimes known as WOR sampling, mean without sampling, and shortly it is known as with replacement, WR. When we will use the word WOR, it means without replacement, and when we will use the word WR, it will simply mean the with replacement. उस without replacement और with replacement के फर्क से दे बोना. If you notice without बगैर replacement, जे replacement पके नशी दोबारा पके, for example replace नशी दोबारा पके के खुदल उ नशी. Suppose मासर यो बैग दे, अगर बैग के चीज़े total 10 balls पराती दी. Suppose I have a bag and the bag contains total 10 balls. Up out of the 10 balls, I'm going to select a single ball. Is it? Now the probability of the ball is 1 by 10. I want to select now another ball, but before selecting the another ball, I'm not replacing that the first ball again back to the bag. मतलब वरा चिदा without दे, मतलब दोबारा पके मकी दी. यो जली चिता से कम सेलेक्ट करो बैग ना यो बाल चे दुएम कला तासो बाल सेलेक्ट कोई नो दा अवल चे कम सेलेक्ट करे दे दा पासी वापस मकी दी. So such replacement or such sampling selection is known as without replacement. And one is पूरा with replacement, मतलब with replacement replace करी दोबारा की दी. Out of 10 balls, I have selected the single ball, 1 by 10 its probability. Now I want to select the next one ball, but before selecting the next one ball, I have to replace this selected ball back to the bag, and now again the probability will be 1 by 10. When I will select the next one ball, its probability again will be 1 by 10. So अगर replacement चेकम के मुंगा दोबारा selected item वापस किए हो, that is known as your with replacement. और कम चीज न की दो, that is known as your without replacement. Without replacement के probability definitely effect की, लेकिन with replacement के probability न effect की. It means without replacement के चिकला मुंगा sample या item select को, نو هغه ریپیټیشن چانسز چې دی هغه ډیر کم شي جبکه with replacement چې کوم دی د کې ریپیټیشن چانسز سیوای یا یو آیټم چې دی هغه twice thrice or 4 time 5 time هغه سلیکټ کیدی شي अब اندغه concept whatever I have explained to you I would like to explain with the help of a theoretical example just to make your idea clear andaga sees which I have explained now theoretically ogori if we catch a fish measure them and immediately return them to the water before continuing with the sample this is a with replacement design wale che dobara mein select karala aur dobara mein return karala wapas mein ki khuda so therefore it is known as with replacement because we might end up catching and measuring the same fish more than once जैसा माता हुए repetition पर पक्के ज़्यादा however if we don't return if we don't return वापस न कीदू दोबारा न कीदू the fish to the water so this becomes a without replacement design नो मतलब चिक्कला sample selection once उशी और दोबारा वापस Nakidu. That is simply known as, like for example, if we are selecting a sample and we are not returning back clear into the population, that is known as without replacement. And once we are selecting the samples, upon selection of the next sample, the first one sample we will return back to the population is known as your with replacement. Hope inshallah a bit idea will be clear. The with replacement or without replacement why I'm going to teach you because when we will come to the numerical portion chekala bumunga question amari question utarazu no alta question o ke bas taso ta wai che sampling with replacement sara hal kai or sampling without replacement sara hal kai so therefore before starting clear the numerical portion I shall try my level best to explain the concept of with replacement and without replacement che taso ta pata ulegi now a sampling is said to be with replacement if selected unit is replaced into the population before drawing the next unit. Same sees which I have explained to you. Suppose we have a bowl of 100 unique numbers 0 to 99. We want to select a random sample of numbers from the bowl. After we pick a number from the bowl, we can put the number aside or we can put it back into the bowl. If we put it back into the bowl, that is known as with replacement. And if for example the number is aside munga sunday tak kidu dobara pa na replace ko, that is known as without replacement. If put the number back into the bowl, it may be selected more than once. And if we put it aside it can selected only one time. The kam che zyat repeat kigi, that will be your with replacement. Or kam che na repeat kigi, that will be known as without replacement. So when a population element can be selected more than one time, such sampling is known as your with replacement sampling. And when the element can be selected only one, usually select kigi, dobara na select kigi, that is known as your without replacement. Hope inshallah a bit idea will be clear. Now same we have without replacement concept. Already I've told you that what is without replacement. A sampling is said to be without replacement if selected unit is not replaced into the population. Wapas dobara na kidu when we are selecting the next unit. Like for example, a marble may be taken from a bag with 20 marbles. And then a second marble is taken without replacement. The first marble, matlab, ما سره back to 20 marbles دي صحیح شو او دغه ماربلې چې کومې دي سپوز دینه د یو سلیکټ کوم out of 20 نو کله چې زه یو سلیکټ کوم نو دویمه معنی زه اولنې چې دی واپس پکې نه کېدم واپس پکې کېدم صحیح شو that is known as your without replacement بغیر د replacing کېدل. So the sample space for the second event will be definitely 19. ما تاسو شروع کې وې چې without replacement کې چې دی probability effect کېږي نو چې شروع مې کله سلیکټ کړی نو هغه probability څومره وه هغه یو probability 1/20 وه because you have selected 1 out of 20. And now کله چې تاسو یو سلیکټ کړو نو شاته سوره پاتې شو شاته 19 پاتې شو 19 نو چې نیکست سلیکټ کو ولې چې دا اولنې 1/20 دا ما واپس نه د کیښودل is it I'm not putting it back into the bag, so therefore we have remaining 19, and when I will select the next one its probability will be 1/19. So such probability is known as, or such technique is known as your without replacement. Hope inshallah a bit idea will be clear. Now look at here, when we are using with replacement samples technique and we are using without replacement sampling technique, so in this case we have to use some formulas. چې کله مونږه کوېسچن وکړي with replacement method به استفاده کوو یا without replacement method به استفاده کوو د دې لپاره we have some formulas. ګوره هغه فارمولا کومه ده؟ هغه فارمولا ما مینول حل کړی دی. ګوره کله هم مونږه with replacement concept استفاده کوو نو with replacement ګوره دا به کوېسچن وکړي راځي is it, लेकिन before starting the numerical portion اول زه تاسو له ټیکنیکلی دا میثډ کلیر کوم چې اول تاسو له with replacement او without replacement کلیر شي بیا به کوېسچن وکړو ان شاء الله د دې فارمولې نه استفاده کوو. ګوره چې کله مونږ وایو with replacement is it, so for with replacement we have to use this formula, capital N power small n. What is capital N? The size of the population. And what is small n? The size of the sample. मतलब कैपिटल एन मीन्स چې تاسو پاپولیشن کې څومره نمبرز دي څومره آیټمز دي او سمال ان مینس چې تاسو سامپل کې څومره نمبرز دي. صحیح شو؟ اوس دا فارمولا مونږ ته څه راکوي؟ what basically this formula give us. دې فارمولې سره initially we are able to find out the total number of samples in advance. چې کله هم مونږه sampling کوو we want to select, for example we want to make sampling in advance. With the help of this formula we can calculate that how many total samples can be built or how can total samples we can generate when we are using with replacement formula. अब कोई अंदाज़ा फार्मूला چې کومه ده زه تاسو له یو اگزامپل در کوم دا اته یو جنرال اگزامپل مې خاصه دي. لیټس سپوز ما سره درې کسان دي مستر A مستر B مستر C. अब suppose it's a population, so the N is capital 3. मतलब N से दे population size تاسو total population کې څو نفر دي A B C 3 نفر دي is it. अब out of the 3 نفر I'm going to select two people, دو جوړې मतलब جوړې په شکل کې نو جوړې کې څو رہی جوړې کې 2 نفر is it, so that is your small n is it. अब فارمولا کې value put کړئ. ګوره capital N په زمانه that is known as 3. here it is 3. I have put ګوره دا 3 چې کوم دی دا په NZ کې put کړئ. Here it is 3. Now we have a power n. Ab now small n is 2 and here I have placed 2. Hope the idea is clear. Ab 3 power 2 it means 3 multiply 3 that is equal to total 9 is it. It means that total 9 samples. मतलब check kala I have 3 people in population and out of 3 people the 2 kasan select koma. نو چې 2 کسانو زه ټوټل سوره سامپلې جوړولی شم سوره جوړې جوړولی شم. سو دا ماته وایي دا فارمولا چې ټوټل ته 9 جوړې جوړولی شي. ناو لیټس سٹارټ فرام د فرست. دا دی چې سیریل نمبر 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9 دا دی ما سره ټوټل 9 سامپلې is it چې ما ته فارمولې راکړې دي. اوس په دا جوړېږي څنګه؟ look at here, let's start from the first. A with A, here it is A with A, next A with B, that is bachis taso next A with B, next day A with C, now here it is A with C, us next day B with A, reverse rashi, here it is B with A, next B with B, B with B, next B with C, C سره شروع کړئ, next B with C, اوس C نمبر راغی. now C with A, دا دی بچی ستاسو C with A, next C with B, here it is C with B, and the last is C with C, and last دا دی تاسو سره C with C. نو دا موږ سره ټوټل سوره جوړې شوې, دا ټوټل موږ سره 9 جوړې شوې. if که تاسو فکر وکړئ A with A, B with B and the last C with C, ګوره دا لکه ریپیټ کیږي, ډبل دی C with C. नो विदाउट विद रिप्लेसमेंट के माता तसु हुए जे विद रिप्लेसमेंट के देयर विल बी अ रिपीटिशन नो दैट इज तासु सरा रिपीटिशन इज इट with replacement जे कल हम फाइंड आउट को वी हैव टू यूज दिस फार्मूला एंड विद रिप्लेसमेंट के हमेशा दा कम चे सैंपल ही दा हमेशा सेवा जुड़ेगी ज्यादा जुड़ेगी whenever we will use the with replacement formula we have to use clear this formula with the help of this formula we will find out the samples and every time there will be the extension in the sample there will be more samples लेकिन कल चिमू विदाउट रिप्लेसमेंट मेथड इस्तेफादा को तो रिमेंबर विदाउट रिप्लेसमेंट मेथड के सचुरा सैंपल अब कम जुड़ेगी अंदर एग्जांपल मेरा फर्स्ट दे जस्ट टू मेक योर आइडिया क्लियर गोरे now we are using without replacement method without replacement mean nothing will be repeat there will be no doubling us without replacement method de para we have this formula already the part 1 के माता फ्लो टीच करे हमने n combination r c mean combination r अब n से दे sample size r से दे selection size n factorial n minus r factorial into r factorial या n combination small n डेर बुक्स के दा फार्मूला वर्क करेगा और डेर बुक्स के दा फार्मूला दा फार्मूला युवा दा सिर्फ कैपिटल एन स्मॉल एन एन और आर द के फर्क दे बाकी इस फर्क हम नचते पूरा अंदा का कॉन्सेप्ट कम दे उस अंदा का आखलमा ए बी सी पूरा पॉपुलेशन साइज ए बी सी मात्र टोटल 3 नफर दी मिस्टर ए मिस्टर बी एंड मिस्टर सी so the population size is 3 why because I have 3 people A B and C उस द द्रे वालों ने कम दे द्वद्वा मह जड़ा की सदा 2 खलक सिलेक्ट कोमा सही शो हाँ now look at here you can see अगुरा out of 3 चदे मा द्वद्वा खलक सिलेक्ट करी दी उस द द्वद्वा खलक चमा सिलेक्ट करी दी now I want to check that how many total pairs I can create or develop now because I am using the without replacement method so therefore I am using this formula look at here I am using this formula now n total चे कम दे the population size दे सही हुआ that is equal to 3 तो गुरा n पर जीवन में सब पुट कर n पर जीवन में delta 3 पुट कर here is the 3 now small n is 3 minus r से दे r तासु सर 2 दे there r पर जीवन से पुट कई r पर जीवन 2 पुट कई and again here I have r and here I have 2 सही हुआ 3 factorial 3 minus 2 दा गोरे 1 factorial and 2 factorial अंदर 2 factorial अब what is delta दा factorial दा already माता फुरा टीच करा हमने factorial mean जे कम नंबर तासु सरा factorially अगर नंबर ना उन्हीं सही तर 1 अपुरे दा टोल डिजिट खपला के ज़रब कई मतलब 3 factorial दिखना नो 3 multiply 2 multiply 1 0 तमरा आ जाए once because you will multiply with 0 the whole term becomes 0 so 3 multiply 2 6 multiply 1 सही हुआ दा बता सो राशि 6 नो अगुरा द 3 factorial पर जी मने सर आ गए 3 factorial पर जी मने मा सर आ ले 6 now land 1 factorial 1 multiply 1 you will get 1 and 2 factorial 2 multiply 1 that becomes 1 सही हुआ दा चदे द 2 factorial चिता सो ओपन कई दा तासु सर राशि 2 multiply 1 and it becomes 2 अब 6 multiply 2 that is 3 it means 3 samples अब what does it mean it means when you are using without replacement method and you have total 3 people अब out of the 3 people when you select total 2 people so there are total 3 samples will be created or generated how that is the 3 samples that is 3 samples tagore awal A with B that is A with B here it is then next A with C here it is A with C and next B with C that is the B with C शुरू की मास्ता हुए जो विदाउट रिप्लेसमेंट के नो रिपीटिशन नो उस कोरी दलता से रिपीटिशन नष्ट दे हालांकि इफ यू नोटिस इन द लास्ट स्लाइड गोरा ए विद ए बी विद बी एंड सी विद सी दलता रिपीटिशन हो लेकिन हेयर दलता रिपीटिशन नष्ट दे देयर इज नो रिपीटिशन इज इट सो इट मीन्स सही हुआ जो विदाउट रिप्लेसमेंट चे कम दे अगर के ए बी इज इक्वल टू बी ए सी इज इक्वल टू सी ए BC is equal to CB मतलब order is not important लेकिन with replacement के order is important सही हुआ मतलब AB is not equal to BA दा जुदा शेयर है is it here is AB and here is BA हालांकि दा यो शेयर है लेकिन ऑर्डर तरतीब इंपॉर्टेंट है सही हुआ होप इंशाल्लाह a bit idea will be clear that कम चीज़ दा टेक्निक्स दी दा सिर्फ माता फुल दल टेक्निक क्लियर कर दी कल क्वेश्चन ही राशि न बिया इंशाल्लाह क्वेश्चन ओके दा बमुग इस्तेफादा को so therefore in advance I am going to explain these things to you that you should be much enough about these things. Now we will move the next heading that is probability distribution. Probability से तो वही probability वही chance ला. Probability simply mean chance of something. सादा अल्फाज के. Distribution सादा अल्फाज के arrangement of the data is called distribution. Simple stated. Is it? अब what is probability distribution? Probability distribution mean when you have probability distribution से very simply stated कल हम तासु सरा यो variable दी like for example delta variable मा सरा x दे here I have a variable x when x a variable along with its probabilities सही बोला and such table is known as your probability distribution table या probability distribution कल हम तासु सरा variable along with its probability राशि सही हुआ in a table form such distribution is known as probability distribution उस दारा गले चलेंगे let me explain. Let's suppose masra दो coins दी दो सिक्की दी I have two coins when I am tossing a coin या when I am tossing these two coins अब what will be happen I will have a sample space like this I will have head की देशी पर यो coin माने head राशि पर बल coin माने head राशि की देशी पर यो coin माने first माने head राशि पर बल माने tail राशि की देशी पर यो माने अवलिने माने tail राशि and the next clear that comes for example head. It can be the possibility that on both the coins I will have clear tail. It means total my sample space will contain total 4 outcomes. Is it? उसको रबचे ज़वायमा let's suppose x मासरा यो variable दे and x represent the number of heads. Is it? उस 0 head मतलब यो head में नज़र आगले 1 head की देशी यो head रागले की देशी 2 head पद्वारों में head रागली उस 0 head मतलब यो head में नजर आखले कुरा I have only a single sample point दा यो दे मासरा sorry दा बस तासुला वल्ला clear कमा चीज़ा तासुला ला clear शी eraser yeah now let me explain here कुरा ज़वायमा चे यो मनीम head नजर आखले 0 head I only have a single sample point. That is सिर्फ यो tail जो पद्वारों माने tail रागले दे head नदर रागले. No that total सूरा दी. That total मासरा सूरा दे. That total मासरा सिर्फ यो दे. Is it? Our total sample spaces sample point सूरा दी 1, 2, 3, 4. No the probability सूरा दा. The probability डाला 1 divided by 4. So 1 divided by 4 के you will get 0.25. Next यो head. मतलब चिप हर माने कम से कम यो हेड रागली नुगुरा दादे मासरा यो हेड दादे टोटल सूरा दी दो दी और टोटल सैंपल पॉइंट सूरा दी 4 नो दा प्रोबेबिलिटी से शुआ 2 डिवाइडेड बाय 4 जो 2 डिवाइडेड बाय 4 के दैट बिकम्स 50% एंड हियर इट इज 0.5 नेक्स्ट द 2 जो पद्वाड़ो माने हेड रागली नुगुरा पद्वाड़ो माने हेड रागली वी हैव ओनली हेड दा सूरा दी दा सिर्फ यो दे आउट ऑफ 4 नो 1 divided by 4 again you will get 0.25 so when x से दे x यो वेरिएबल दे और दा वेरिएबल लगे से शो कई दा वेरिएबल लगे हेड्स शो कई इज इट हेड्स so head x is a variable that shows the counts of heads along with its probability such distribution such table such arrangement is known as your probability distribution. Now we will move to the sampling distribution. What is sampling distribution? Gura maga siste sampling distribution already I have explained the arrangement of the data. Sampling means us statistic na derive shawi like simply mean it is the same probability distribution of a sample statistic. Masasowe chikala for example gura we have two terminologies. One is called parameter mu sayshwa and one is called statistics. Jagit munga wayu x bar here it is. Gura da dwada sidi da dwada mean di averages di. Lekin that is known as your parameter average is it and it is known as your statistic. Chikala hum statistic or the probability distribution munsara rashi such distribution is known as your sampling distribution is it? And it is also known as sampling distribution of mean. Ratun ki slide kishta de denial clear. Gura chikalas, let's suppose udalta x bar chide, it is acting as a variable. Halaki the average de. And it has its frequency distribution या probability distribution, like 3 with 1 by 5, 5 with 2 by 15, 6 with 4 by 15. That arrangement with this whole, it is known as your sampling distribution. When probability distribution along with x bar statistic is known as your sampling distribution. Us dara gale sarangide. Da basically ma yo kitab na यो क्वेश्चन राखस्ते दे और आगा क्वेश्चन में कैलकुलेट करे दे आगे ना पास चले दार आगली दी लेट मी एक्सप्लेन चिदार आगली संग दे लुक एट हियर दादी मासरा द्रे नफरा मिस्टर ए मिस्टर बी मिस्टर सी मिस्टर डी मिस्टर ई मिस्टर एफ टोटल दा चूरा दी टोटल दा 6 दी इन दिस एजेस दी ए यो एज लरी उमर लरी 2 सपोज जर्नल एग्जांपल दे बी एज लरी 4 सी एज लरी 8 सही हुआ दासे के डी हम 8 लरी ई 10 लरी और एफ चले 10 लरी इट मीन देयर आर टोटल 6 पीपल मुंग सर शपक खलकती सही हुआ और दा दिया वही डेटा दा अब द शपगो के आई हैव सिलेक्टेड क्लियर द 2 पीपल दो कसान में मगा आर इज इक्वल टू सही हुआ 2 दे उस दा चले टोटल विदाउट रिप्लेसमेंट सर हल शवे दे sorry with replacement sara with replacement sara ch hal shave de no I have used this formula 6 combination 2 no total sura judi ki 6 combination 2 sara total 15 sample jode shwe no that is also total 15 sample da gori one only say up to 15 that is also last sample 15 like sanga ch waqt ma jod kar a with b a with c a with d a with e a with f then b with c b with d b with e and b with f bya c with d c with e c with f D with E and D with F और ब्या आखिरा के E with F आखिरा ने चिकम दे लका संग जमा साथ होता with replacement सरा जोड़े करे total 15 उस ता गोरी A उमर सूरा दे A उमर दे 2 here I have mentioned ता गोरा A उमर सूरा दे चीता चीता A दे अलता आगे उमर उली गई उस B उमर सूरा दे 4 नो B पजी मने मा सू लिखल B पजी मने मा डिजिट लिखल दासे के ब्या H दे 2 दे नो C उमर सूरा दे C उमर दे टोटल 8 नो दा गोरा C पजी मने मा 8 लिखल इदि दा दिया हुई एजेस दी उस नेक्स्ट कॉलम के मा आगे एवरेज मालूम करे दे औसत इदि इट इज नोन एज योर x बार दा दिस्ता सो सरा x बार औसत चंगा भी रहुआ सी गुरा दादी दा द्वारा जमा कई 2 plus 2 sorry 2 plus 4 दा द्वारा से जमा कई 4 plus 2 6 divided by 2 you will get this 3 सही हुआ दा से दे गुरा 2 plus 4 तकसीम 2 is equal to दा गोरे 4 plus 2 दाशो सासु सरा 6 तकसीमे 2 सही हो that is equal to दा दिस्ता सुसरा देना बुराशी सासु सरा 3 दा दिस्ता सुसरा एवरेज इधर दा से कि 8 plus 2 10 divided by 2 5 धार यो चे दे प्लस कई और 2 मने डिवाइड कई 2 वाले ये यो मुंग सरा लोअर लिमिट थे और यो मुंग सरा अपर लिमिट थे we have only 2 limits therefore we are dividing upon the 2 because it is the average now दा कॉलम चे दे दा टूल कॉलम तासु सरा एवरेज रहा है सेम अंदा का चे दे दाम तासु सरा एवरेज रहा है उस बचे now x बार अवलने मुंग सरा से दे x बार अवलने दे मुंग सरा 3 is it now look at here दा दे तासु सरा अवलने x बार which is known as 3 उस लग मख्तलार छी दा गोरी दल तो गोरी 3 सोजली रिपीट शवे दे how many time 3 is going to repeat गोरा 3 is only one time ब्या 3 शता दे देके ना देके 3 नष्टा देके नष्टा दे सही हुआ नष्टा दे नो 3 is repeating only one time और टोटल छोड़ दी टोटल सो सैंपल दी 15 सैंपल दी ना नो दा दे 1 by 15 नो उस 3 probability मा सरा सरा आला गोरा 1 by 15 दा गोरी बचे 3 probability मा सरा सरा आला 1 by 15 उस बचे 6 ता गोरी सेम इज द केस 6 गोरे सोजली रिपीट की उस गोरे 6 दा याव दे दा गोरा 6 1 6 2 6 3 6 4 और दलता 6 लरू ना दलता 6 न लरू नो टोटल 6 सो जली दे टोटल 6 4 जली दे और सही होला 6 is repeating 4 times and total sample spaces sample points are 15 it means 6 probability will be 4 by 15 सही हुआ दा बता सो राशि 4 by 15 उस दा गोरी लास्ट स्लाइड के दा गोरी 6 probability सर आला 4 by 15. So when the statistic x bar along with its probability distribution, such distribution is known as your sampling distribution. या देता मुंगा sampling distribution of mean हम वयू, because here we are using x bar. Hope inshallah a bit idea will be clear. Now sampling distribution के रो उस चीज़े मुंगो numerical portion तराजू. सही हुआ, we will come up inshallah to the numerical quantitative, मतलब उस मुंगा सवालों तरफ तराजू अमली पोर्शन था. नो sampling distribution of mean के मुंगो द्वारा कम क्वेश्चन को. One, that will be the mean, and second, that will be the variation. Variation mean variance. सही हुआ. अवल चीज़े first time we will solve the mean formula. Mean चीज़े that is equal to mu of x bar is equal to mu. दाचे कम mean दे it is known as your sampling distribution mean. और दाचे कम mean दे that is known as your population mean. Then it is known as your variance. दाचे कम variance दे it is known as your variance of x bar, या variation of sampling distribution. और दाचे कम दे that is known as your variation of x distribution, या variation of population. Is it? So inshallah रातलून के we will solve our first property that is about mean. Is it? And then after that we will solve clear our next portion that will be about the variation. So in this lecture we only explain the theory. Now in the next class we will solve the proper numerical questions, and all the theory whatever I have explained clear inshallah we will apply during the question. Our first question will be regarding to the mean, mu of x bar. Hope inshallah a bit idea will be clear. Thank you so much.